The 9-month-long induction training program of the IFS Officer Trainees of 2024 batch started on the 2nd of December 2024 after the completion of their 3-month-long foundation course at Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration in Mussoorie. First week, the group started on the very first day with a call on the Foreign Secretary. The next day, they had a call on the Honourable External Affairs Minister. They were also fortunate to listen to the Honourable Prime Minister in person on the 4th day of their training program at Bharat Mandapam, where the Ashtalakshmi exhibition on Northeast India was launched. The very first week gave them an understanding of how their lives are going to change as they start their career in Indian diplomacy.
Next 2 weeks. Organized in a manner which we call the big picture of foreign policy and diplomacy, where the OTs took a deep dive into the subject in 24 sessions with the people who contribute to creating policy and public opinion in respect of international relations and foreign policy. These 2 weeks aim to remove any anxiety about the profession or about our policy making from their minds. Using the digital platforms, the OTs converted the learnings of these 2 inaugural weeks into a compendium of key takeaways, a truly think tank material at the very beginning of their career.
The 6-month-long program at Sushma Swaraj Institute was designed to include 6 weeks of travel to see India and interact with institutions of national importance outside the capital. During the program in the classrooms, we created an environment in which the officer trainees got experiential learning through tabletop exercises, simulation exercises, and participatory co-creating knowledge sessions. This approach helped a lot in developing and enhancing their behavioral and functional competencies, along with domain competencies, which is the focus of the Capacity Building Commission's Karma Yogi model of competency-based training at our CSTIs. We at Institute have sharpened the model for our needs in the 5C of behavioral competencies, the 5P of functional competencies, and the 5D of domain competencies. The assessment of OTs continued every week, tangibly measuring how their competencies have evolved day by day.
January and February months of the training program at the Institute were divided into 2 pillars of domain competencies, which included 1. Diplomatic processes and protocols that included administration, consular, digital toolkits, diplomatic communications, protocol, and visits to states to understand their needs and expectations from diplomacy and foreign policy. And 2. Diplomacy for Development in Economic Diplomacy module, in which they also visited Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Indian Navy, and Dalal Street in Mumbai. To develop a hands-on experience between March and May 2025, officer trainees also did on-the-job training in 6 weeks each in 2 divisions at the Ministry of External Affairs. In Phase 2 of training at Institute, in June, July, and August months, we focused on the 3 remaining domains of diplomacy. First, diplomacy for addressing global challenges and strengthening multipolarity through multilateral and plurilateral diplomacy, which included international relations theory and international law, interactions with key division heads of the ministry, tabletop simulation exercises on negotiations and critical thinking, and a week-long visit to Indian missions abroad. The OTs went to 6 different missions in the last week of June, and they included Beijing, Cairo, Colombo, Geneva, Jakarta, and Moscow. Secondly, diplomacy for creating a stable environment through defense and security diplomacy, where OTs did 3 attachments to Rashtriya Raksha University in Gandhinagar, Air Force attachment in Ambala, and Army attachment in Northern and Eastern Commands. They also had, for the first time, a day at NSCS and a day at MOD. They participated in experiential learning exercises on strategic analysis with our partner institutions, with mentors drawn from the strategic community. Thirdly, diplomacy for creating people-to-people ties and shaping public opinion through public and cultural diplomacy. For this, they had attachments with External Publicity and Public Diplomacy Division of the Ministry and with Indian Council for Cultural Relations.
One extremely important element of the entire training program was the book club to develop reading habits in this age of AI. Book reading is experiential learning, and in the 3 book club activities, we organized sessions with authors, presentations by OTs, and book reviews. OTs also created multiple events as part of their committee's work in the fields of culture, sports, and academic exercises like debates and quizzes as well. The experience has been greatly satisfying in terms of the efforts and output shown in OT's work. Overall, the training at Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Service focused on providing diverse experiential learning, developing skill set and mindset, and instilling a sense of ownership of the vision of Viksit Bharat in the minds of officer trainees. Their evolution in these 9 months, their contributions through their quality work, and their demeanor have all shown that we are on the right path.